Hello, Peter here. In this tutorial, we're going to be learning the introduction to blogging, part 1. Alright, welcome back. Before we go ahead with our WordPress dashboard, let's find out what blogging is all about. First of all, what is a blog? To understand what a blog is, we need to trace it to its roots. The word blog was derived from a word called weblog. In fact, blog is the short form of the word weblog. A blog is an online journal or an information website. It is actually a type of website or a section of a website where articles and informative write-ups are displayed for online audience to read from. Typically, a blog is displayed in reverse chronological order. This actually means that the most recent blog post often appears first at the top of your website. Okay, so now that you understand what a blog is, it will be much easier to know what blogging is all about. Blogging is actually the act of creating informative or educative write-ups online. And mind you, blogging is not complete if there is no audience online to read your article. What actually makes blogging complete is the fact that you have people who are willing to come online to read your articles and are actually inspired by it. So with that same understanding, I can rephrase my definition and say it is the act of creating informative or educative write-ups online for a particular audience. So an audience has to be involved. Since we understand what a blog and what blogging is all about, we can also say a blogger is someone who creates informative or educative write-ups online for a particular audience. A blog content often comprises of images, videos, audios, and GIFs. This gives extra explanation to the write-up the blogger is actually making. As a blogger, you need to understand who your audience actually are before even creating the post. Now you understand what blogging, a blogger, and a blog is all about. Now let's dive into our WordPress dashboard and find out how it works. Okay, so this is our WordPress dashboard. So let's just take a good look at our post section. So all I need to do, I'll go to the post section on our dashboard, and you're going to notice there's already a post there. This is the default post that came with the website. It's called Hello World. Yeah, so this is it. This is your Hello World. This is just a test post, okay, that comes with WordPress, but we still need to create our own post. So all I need to do is to scroll ahead. I'll scroll up to the add new button and I'll click add new. And let's watch it load. Welcome to our editor. This is where we'll be editing, or where we're going to be writing our blog post. As you can see, there's already a greeting on top. This is the title, and below is where we do our posting. That's the body of the post. We put it there. This is blog editor, and it's a little bit complicated, and it's complicated though, but it's a bit better because it helps your blog post look more responsive on all devices. Okay, so that's why I would recommend you use this all the time. But the disadvantage is that it's very difficult to understand for newbies, for beginners. So let's just go to plugin section. We're going to add a classic editor. The classic editor is the former editor that was formerly used on WordPress before they introduced this block editor. So we're going to add it. WordPress wants their clients or the WordPress users to be able to choose. So they decided to code a plugin to assist so that people will be able to use the former editor, will be able to switch and make their own choice of editor to use. So let's just activate it and see how it works. So I go to add new. As you can see, this is the former editor, this is the classic editor. It's easy to understand. You add your title, below you put the body. It's just like writing an email, and you can see all the icons there. The icon for bold, pretty much all the things you can see on your Microsoft Word. Okay, so I want us to do some settings. This setting will enable us to change the default editor as it is displayed here, Classic Editor is the default. I want us to use Block first of all to understand how Block works. With that, we're able to use the Classic Editor better. So I've changed the default, and also I want us to be able to switch from one editor to the other. So I'll go to the section where I have the option to allow the user pick the editor to use. So it's still in settings, then you go to writings, and you go to allow users to switch editor. So let's switch it to the option of yes, and don't forget to click save whenever you make any changes here. If not, it will not activate. So it's easy. So let's go back to our post. So yes, I've changed the default editor to Block Editor, and I also have the option to choose or to switch editors if I like. Let me show you where to do that right away. You come to the sidebar, you click over the icon on top. As you can see, switch to Classic Editor. So it's that simple. Okay, so all I need to do now is to add my title and begin blogging. So let me just pick something quick, a title. Well, I'm just improvising anyway. Make sure you think about your topic before you start writing it. Don't just improvise. You need to put quality whenever you are blogging or you are creating the content. Okay, so let me just choose this, how to shop online. And let me go online to search out something quick. Anyway, this is not the best option to use. Okay, what I'm going to show you is not the best option, but it's something you can try out. It's a quick way of creating a blog post without making a duplicate content online. Well, if you want to create a quick post, you can go to any website on Google. You search on Google and get a good website with nice content. You copy the content, you take it to Article Rewriter online, then you rewrite it there. Please note that this is not the best way to write a blog post. Okay, it's not recommended. In terms of quality content, you need to write it from scratch yourself. Okay, so we are searching online for a good website that we can copy content from. So I think I've gotten one already. I'm going to use this. Okay, so I'll just copy it and paste it on Content Rewriter, Article Rewriter 2. It will help me change the words and shuffle all the words. It picks words closest in meaning with the original word. Okay, so this is Article Rewriter. You can search it on Google to have access to it. Loading, it's loading. Loading. Okay, so I'll just paste my words here. As you can see, I've already pasted them. Then I'll go down to this bar. There are some words that are very important. They are very important keywords. I don't want my article writer to change these words because those are the words I want to probably rank for. So when you are doing this, you pick words that you want to rank for, then you keep them the same way it is, okay? Because if they change it, then it will affect you. So let me just pick out the word right away. Let's say for the purpose of this blog post, I want to use this key phrase or keyword. So I don't want them to change it on the article. Well, I can change it later. This is just to show you how the article writer works anyway. Okay, as you can see, we're done. So all I need to do is to copy this content and paste it on my website. Okay, So this is it. If you can compare both articles, the raw one I copied from another website and the one I rewrote with the article rewriter, you notice some differences in the words. It actually helps substitute words to the closest in meaning to that particular word you want to change. So it just helps you shuffle all the words on your article and find the closest words in meaning to some specific words on your article, so that you're not going to be penalized by Google for duplicate content. Okay, so what I want to do now, I want to add images. I just need to go to my gallery, but on my gallery I do not have any picture image that can fit into the particular topic I'm writing. So I'll go to my laptop. You know how to do it. You go to upload. You either select from your laptop by clicking the button, or you just drag and drop. I think drag and drop is much better. It saves time instead of you searching. So I found my image and I am loading it. So this is it. Yes, this is it. As you can see on top, there are some icons on top. Those icons are just there to help you arrange your image the best way. If you want it to be in the middle, if you want it to be, or you want it to be at the left or right hand side. You also can adjust the size, just as I've done. You can adjust the size as you like, just by dragging. I want to add featured image right now. So to access featured image, I'll just head over the gear button on the sidebar of your WordPress editor, and then I scroll down. You see where it's written featured image. Then I pick another image. I've uploaded it, and don't forget to click select. Wow, so that is it. Your featured image is the image that describes your post. And don't forget to save in case there's a network issue and you didn't save. You're going to start from beginning. So yeah, I want to use a plugin to complete this tutorial. I need a plugin. It's an SEO plugin. It's called SEO by Yoast. Okay, it helps your website rank well on search engine. It's an SEO tool that is very important when it comes to ranking on Google or other search engines. So this is what we're going to use. It's one of the best. To me, it's the best. Okay, there is the free version, there is the paid version, but as a beginner, please don't go for any pro version yet. Okay, except maybe you are making money from your website, then you can go for pro version. But if you are not making money, in fact, for beginners, as long as you are testing, don't go for pro version. Start with the free versions. As time goes on, you get the pro version. Okay, so this is our post section again. If you scroll down, you see the interface has changed. You notice there's a place for SEO. There are two sections here, the readability part and the SEO section. The SEO helps you to optimize your website to rank well on Google and other search engines, and the readability part helps you write engaging content for your audience. Each part gives hints to follow so that you can get the best result. So I want to make a keyword, because in the SEO part you need a keyword to activate it, because on that part of the SEO section of this plugin, if you see the red face, you know that whatever you're doing is bad. If you see the orange face, it means, well, it's good, but it's okay, but it's not so good. Then if you see the green face, it means it's very, very good. So now I've chosen a keyword I want to use, and I'll just put in the keyword every part of my article, so that whenever anybody online types that particular keyword, it will just pop up. But mind you, it's not automatic. It takes time to walk up to the top of the list. Whenever you search on Google, you see different options of website. Most of those websites that appears first, they did a lot of work to appear at the first page of Google. So this plugin helps you to start that journey. So this is my main keywords I want to rank for. So I'm putting it everywhere, but please don't overdo it. How to shop online, that's the keyword I'm using. And when adding it to your website, please make it natural. Make it as natural as possible. Don't just put it anyhow that when even your audience read it, doesn't make sense to them. That is where the readability part comes in also. So this might take a little bit of time. Alright. Okay. Let's see. Let me add. Okay, let me separate the text and put in a new paragraph. You know, the shorter the paragraphs, the more readable it is and more exciting it is for your audience to read. Blogs with a very long paragraphs, well, they are not the best. It makes your audience get tired of reading, but you make it like 3 lines or 4 lines for each paragraph, then it's the best. So let me put in my keyword. This is the keyword I want to use. As you can see on the SEO part, it's showing orange means is good, no, is okay, but it's not so good. I want it to show green. Readability part. So these are the warnings giving me on the readability part. I'm not going to take that seriously, okay, because it's just a test. On your own you do that. Well, if you are writing from scratch, you won't go through all this. Most of the times you see that you make all these mistakes just from the instructions there. You'll be able to follow them when you're writing from scratch. Okay, the SEO part. Okay, let me copy this section. I want it to appear on my meta description. Meta description, this is the part that appears on Google. Where you search anything on Google, you see where the name of the website is written or the title. Then under it you see some descriptions. So this is where you actually do that. This is where you do the setting. This is the best place to sell your product. Yes, and when you give description about what you do, it makes your potential clients be forced to click on your website, because even though your website ranks well on Google, if whatever that is there is not, inviting, people might not click on your website easily, because some of your audience always read that part to know what the website is, so that they don't waste their time clicking on the wrong website. So this is the SEO title. I'll just make it very short. The hint and the instruction is that it has to be as long as possible, but let me just keep it short. There are more sentences I need to do. I'll need to put outbound links. I'll need to put inbound links. The readability is showing red. Well, I'm not putting much of my effort on the readability part. I'm just working on SEO. Maybe on our next tutorial I'll do that. So I want to do that on our next tutorial. I want to create outbound links. These are links you add on words or phrases on your website that whenever somebody clicks on it, it takes them to another website. So means if somebody clicks it, it takes them to another website. So as you can see, our bound link is no more showing. So it's internal linking, but yeah, it's only one content we have. So what internal link means is that when I click on a particular linked text or linked phrase on my website, it takes the person to another page on my website. But we'll do that on our next tutorial because we have only one content when we create another content. So as you can see, my SEO is showing green, means it's good to go. Well, it's saying it's good, I can carry on. But with ability, let it be like that. Our next tutorial we'll work a little bit on that. Okay, I want to add alt attributes. Well, this is important for my pictures also to rank on Google. You know, there's a section of Google that you can get only pictures. If you want your pictures to rank well, you need to put keywords there too. So I'll just pick a keyword and I'll paste it. Well, this is not supposed to show. Let me delete. I just need to put my keyword, the keyword I want to rank for. Yes, that's the keyword. You can also add other keywords. You can put, since an ATM image, I can put ATM there, ATM cards. Okay. Then don't forget to click select. Okay. Let me just save and publish. Mind you, until you publish, your articles is not going to display for your audience to read. So whatever we are seeing here now, our audience cannot see it. This is the back end. Until we click publish before they're able to see it, and now I've done that. So I'll just view it. It means that our post has gone live. Our post is live. Yes. So this is it. But it's not looking great. You know, when writing yours, you take your time and write it. This is just for test purposes. Just quickly improvise. So, you know, but there's something about this our link on top I don't like. If you notice, it's too long and I'm seeing dates there. I don't want that to happen. I don't want that to happen to my post. I don't like it. Okay, except it's a news website, because most news websites add dates so that the people can know the date in which the events they are talking about happened. But I don't want to do that. I just need only the post name to appear after my website URL. So I'll quickly go to settings to work that out. Okay, let me show you how. It's not hard, it's simple. Okay, let's slide there right away. So dashboard, I'll go to settings. Then we go to permalinks. As you can see, it's at day and name. So I'll just put it to post and name. And don't forget to save. Make sure you save after you're done. So let's view. Let me go to where my post is, so that because since I've not added my post to my menu, I cannot access it from the home page of my website. So I need to access my post so that I can check if the changes I made actually worked. So let me go to view. Alright, as you can see, it's only the name of my website and the post name that's showing. creatingmylife.com, how to shop online. So it's good, it's fine. So next I need to add my blog post to menu, and before I do that, let me go to post section. I need to add categories to my post. I would have done that earlier, but I think I skipped it. I didn't add category, and the category that came with this website is not attractive. I don't like it. The uncategorized category name is not attractive. So I'll go to category and I'll change it. And for me to change it or to delete that uncategorized, I need to do some settings. First of all, let me add the name of category of my blog. Since I don't have different blog posts, it's just one I have. Okay, so I just call it blog. But if you have different section of your website, maybe you're talking about food, you're talking about water, you're talking about electronics, you can categorize them like that. And each of the posts you make, you link it to that category, so that whenever somebody is searching stuff on your site, it will be easy for him. The essence of that is to create hierarchy, and makes it easy for your audience to navigate around your website. So I've created blog. So I just need to go to, but first of all, I need to delete this uncategorized. So let's replace it, because to delete it, you cannot delete it. It's the default category that came with your WordPress. To delete it, you first of all need to substitute it. So we'll go to our settings section. We have created store. I just want to use that to replace uncategorized because it doesn't make sense. Go to settings section, and I'll go to the writing under the settings section. Then you can see default post category. I'll just change it to store. So when I change it, it will be easy for me to delete uncategorized. Don't forget to click save changes. So it's looking good. So let's go to categories now. I want to delete uncategorized. As you can see, it's giving me a warning. So I've deleted it. So now we can proceed. The next thing I want to do is I want to add it to my menu. I want to add the category to my menu so that it will be easy for people to know that I have a blog post and to access it. So when somebody enters my homepage, the homepage of my website, they'll be able to see the menu indicating that there's a blog. And when you are done, don't forget to save changes. It's very important. As time goes on, when you have different categories, you can just add all of them to the menu. On the right hand side, you can see all the stuff that are on the menu. So since I've made my changes, I go to all posts again. Now what I want to do is I want to link my post to that category, because my post has not been linked to the category yet. So let me just link it. I think I skipped. For my previous video, you can see that you can also create a category from your post section. So I want to make blog my category, and also the tags. It helps easy navigation. So I'll just pick out keywords relating to my content. Okay, so this is what I'm choosing. Then I can update. Then view my website. I'll be able to see the changes. So as you can see at the top, you see the blog section. Okay. So whenever I click that blog section on the bar, it takes you to the blog section. So it's nice and easy. So this is all for this tutorial. On our next tutorial, we're going to go into more details. See you in the next class.